18 trucks. A 1.2 mile circuit, Brands Hatch the Indy circuit. We're getting ready for the restart here. Matt Summerfield has been given his position back, of course. Wasn't his fault, got tagged by Heinz Werner Lenz, and he looks like he's going to lead down into paddock first time. Jenkins this time with no Lenz there has got the option to go inside or out, so Dave Jenkins looking handy. There is Richard Collett still battling hard for second in the championship. Jenkins on 111 points, Collett on 104. Effectively, we're looking at Jenkins having a DNF here for Richard Collett to stand a chance of taking second in the championship. Just to explain what happened in the first Division 1 race as they go through Druids for the first time. Luke Taylor around the outside of Collett and chasing Ben Horn. There in number 90 is Adam Atkins, running well around the outside of Brian Burt, who looks good for second place at the moment in the championship. Sasha Lenz involved in the mix as well, and round the inside it's Steve Thomas second at the moment, but Dave Jenkins having a very good go at looking around the outside as they go into clearways. Jenkins now will switch over maybe to the inside line. You can see him working hard, but Steve Thomas in second at the moment, and all this is allowing Matt Summerfield to get away. This is great as Jenkins comes offline, looks down the inside, pulls level as they go into paddock. Jenkins, of course, more experience in truck racing, but let's take nothing away from the performance of Steve Thomas this weekend. That was a superb move from Jenkins, particularly in these wet conditions. Jenkins up to second. That will strengthen his hold on second in the championship. And let's look back for the yellow fella. He's away back, is Richard Collett, with a lot of work to do. He's got some Division 2 trucks to go past as well. I think it's only fair and adds to the spectacle that Division 2 trucks get some running from the front of the grid. Oh, Sasha Lenz getting it all on the grass again. Sasha! He'll get told off by the circuit owners for that. They love their grass to be kept pristine. But no doubt that'll be sorted out, ready for the season opener next year. So this is the Division 2 battle. Gareth Davis there at the moment. Richard Collett in Division 1 is the third truck in the mix. The second one is Adam Atkins. Ben Horn is there as well in the gold machine from Luke Taylor. 79 running well in the Renault. And Richard Collett significantly here picking off the trucks. Now the incident we were talking about in the first Division 1 race was the tracking was ever so slightly out on Richard's truck, and that meant that rules are rules. He had to be excluded from the race. They've got all that sorted out now. And as you can see, he's running right to the letter of the law now, and he's still quick enough to pass some of these other trucks. He's got past this man, Luke Taylor, who's running well and enjoying his battle with the Division 2 truck. So Collett now looking up the inside of the 96 machine of Gareth Davis. He's got Ben Horn behind him in gold. You just saw Ollie Janes coming through as well. Janes making progress in the 22 truck. Janes started back on row 7, so he is absolutely flying. But for that problem in the first race of the weekend, he might have been there. As we look at Luke Taylor trying to get himself up the inside line of the Division 2 truck along Cooper Straight. He's got the inside line as they come up towards Surtees. There's Richard Collett, followed by Gareth Davis. Ben Horn should be looking to go through as well, with the Division 1 truck passing the Div 2. Janes looks to the inside line of Adam Atkins. There wasn't room for him to go through there. Brian Burt's behind. The pink and white truck at the moment, the way things stand, is going to secure second in Division 2 as Ben Horn goes through. Now this is not a pass for points, this is simply a Division 1 truck passing a Div 2 one. It's of course great spectacle for the fans that are here, but not significant in terms of championship points. Luke Taylor still there. Look how squirrely the 96 ERF is of Gareth Davis. He's working so hard, and Luke Taylor gets in front of him. There's Ollie Janes going through. Adam Atkins is there. Then Sasha Lenz climbing his way through the field, but Matt Summerfield giving us a masterclass again. Out front, fastest lap, 65.784 for Matt Summerfield. This year's champion comes from Burton-on-Trent, the Summerfield Truck Sport MAN. 12 litres pulling away from David Jenkins in second place. There is Fran Smith running in Div 2 ahead of Brian Burt. Then the 77 truck of James Aikenhead. Number 9 there is Stéphane Langlois, one of the French visiting drivers. Very, very close ties with the European drivers. We've, in years gone by, had an Anglo-French competition run annually at Thruxton. Not seen that in recent seasons. as through goes James Aikenhead, putting a pass on Brian Burt, who, as we said, has been so consistent over the course of the season, and he's going to be thinking very much about the championship points. He's 9 points clear of Brian Burt coming into this one. Now, the significant thing in Class 2 is that Ollie Janes could take 4th place in the championship here ahead of John Powell. Powell on 73 points, Janes on 72, so it looks like Ollie Janes is on course. He's got the fastest lap at the moment to grab 4th in the championship. Fran Smith goes a little bit wide, following him. Languillard as well, the Frenchman, looking down the inside of James Aikenhead. Is there going to be contact between the two here? Not sure James wanted to let him past, or maybe even saw him, and the chasing truck has to just back off a little bit, as we see Henry Tihois in 32 chasing Adam Atkins in the number 90 ERF ECT. So conditions again have been far from ideal today at Brands Hatch, but the rain has eased off a little bit over the course of the day, and these perhaps the best conditions that we've had throughout the entire event so far. But I'll tell you what, nothing's troubled this man at all. Matt Summerfield looking for another win. If we look at the championship table, he's been first or second in every race he's started, and he's done every race in the championship apart from Pembrey, as we mentioned. He's coming through the field. It's Andy Lovenbury up front. Is he going to be able to put a lap on Andy Lovenbury? I think he might be too far back. Lovenbury in the C-suit ahead of him, the white truck. But it's Matt Summerfield who's going to sign off his championship in style, and is going to take 150 championship points in total. Here he comes, across the line. Lovenbury takes the win, and his points tally up to 150. Dave Jenkins will be second in the championship and confirms it with second in the race too. Summerfield the winner and champion, of course, already confirmed. Jenkins takes second in the championship and the race. Steve Thomas third from Richard Collett, the HGV Direct Truck. Ben Horn fifth from Luke Taylor and Sasha Lenz. Ollie Janes wins Class 2 ahead of Adam Atkins. James Aikenhead gets a podium in Class 2. Congratulations to him. Fastest laps going to Matt Summerfield in Division 1 and Ollie Janes in Div 2. So at the end of the day, the lights going here at Brands Hatch, and 3rd place in Class 2, James Aikenhead. First full season of truck racing, you must be well pleased. This is the biggest race of the year, isn't it, the last one at Brands?
Yeah, it's the biggest race, especially for us. I mean, it's my hometown, my family and friends are all over here. Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Yesterday, I don't think went to plan. Tell us what happened and what you had to do to get out on track today.
Basically, it was a bit of a crowded start. Actually, one of my mates run right into the back of me.
Are you still mates?
Yeah, we are. We shook hands after a bit of an argument, but yeah, shook hands. Basically, knocked the axles back on the truck. A lot of damage, a lot of work. Take me out after the team. They really pulled their finger out and got us back on the track.
Adam Atkins is here, second in Class 2. You've just been signing the autographs. The fans love this, don't they? And
yeah, they do.
It's they love all the drivers. It must be you've got a big smile on your face. Autographs and a trophy. It can't get better than that.
A brilliant day. We've had a really good day, and it's good that fans to see us. We're trying and getting forward. I mean, we're happy to get in top 5, but we're just doing so well with it being just a bit damp. We can just flying around. So we're suited. All teams really happy.
So here's the man who finished 4th in the last race of the season, and that secures 3rd in the championship. Bit of a shame about the first race today, though, Richard.
Yeah. Unfortunately, due to a technical infringement, I got excluded from the results.
I love that phrase, technical infringement. Would you like to elucidate on that a little bit?
We put an extra bit of caster in, which brings the camber in, and we hadn't adjusted it out. So.
And that sort of thing can happen in any sort of racing, to be honest.
Well, yeah, it's not something we thought about when we were doing it. So obviously we got picked up on and excluded from the result. So that made me start from the back of the grid in the final race. So the main lads got away. I just couldn't catch them up.
But 4th place from the back. I mean, that was something to watch.
Well, it was quite entertaining. Yeah, I must say. Yeah.
It was pole position at the start of the meeting, and he's finished the meeting in that place. A race win in Class 2. Well done, mate. Good race?
Yeah, it was a brilliant race in the wet. I'm not really the best in the wet, but we played with the setup a little bit to see if we could get a wet setup as such with a new race engineer, and he sort of sorted me out where I need to be, and we was just in 5th place at the start of the race, and then it was a case of get to the front as quick as possible without meeting any of the carnage from what was going on in front and behind.
congratulations, second position in the race, and more importantly, of course, the championship. Best you could do this weekend was you were looking for second place, and you've beaten Richard Collett to that.
Yeah, we came here with the objective of finishing second in the championship. We've achieved that. It would have been nice to win the race. Like I said this morning, it was what we were gunning for, but we went the wrong way during the day with the setup, lost momentum really during the day, and then team worked really hard. Great recovery really to finish second. I think in the early stages of the race I could tell, I think Matt and I were trading fastest laps as we were pulling away from the pack, but from sort of lap 6 or 7 onwards he just stretched his legs a bit, so shame, but it was a good race.
It was a good race and it was a good weekend for Dave Jenkins. His objective was to take second in the championship, and that he did. Jenkins second. Summerfield, the 2012 champion, congratulations to him. Richard Collett third and Steve Thomas in fourth. Then it was Ben Horn, Heinz Werner-Lenz in sixth. Congratulations also to the Division 2 champion David Smith, who wins from Brian Burt. Oscar Clark third, he's in the trophies. Ollie James nipped ahead of John Powell to take fourth in the championship. A great year for Division 2. Well, the trucks are finished, but we've got more championships to decide. And next time we're at Donington Park, the BRSCC Mighty and Super Mighty Mini Finals, plus the final of the British Superkart Championship. Join us then.